Yawn, TLDW. What does that mean? It means yawn, I'm tired because too long, didn't watch. Yeah, that video was long. And if you're here, that means either you are watching it straight after the really long video, or you skipped the really long video and you just want the really quick rundown. Either way, that's completely fine. You can skip over the really long video and watch this one instead. Or you can skip over this video too. That's entirely your prerogative. Is that the right word? Prerogative? I think so. Either way, it's entirely your choice. So you're here because you just want the quick rundown of this playlist. Each reason for each song without any of the personal sentimentality. You just want to know what color it is, where the color comes into it, and then move straight on to the next one. Totally get that. I completely understand. Please ignore that the first video isn't in this playlist yet. I'm recording this straight after the first video, and then I'm going to upload both at the same time, and then add them to the playlist. So by the time you see this, the playlist will have those two videos. It may even have like a couple bonus videos at the end, but not songs. I mean, it might involve songs, but we'll see. I'll try not to spend too much longer on this playlist because it is nearly the last day of May now. And I really should complete this badge. So colour me happy, everyone. You want to know my songs in my playlist? You want to know the colours I chose and why I chose them and where they come into it? Well, sit back, relax, and let me just speed you through it right now. Please ignore the unavailable videos are hidden and the 35 videos. That is not correct. Thank you, YouTube, for being busted again. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump straight into it and speedrun this bad boy. Here we go. Our Pink section. Who Knew by Pink. The artist is called Pink. Need I say more? Now we have Effin' Perfect by the same Pink. You know, it's self-explanatory. So we have two Pink songs now. And moving on to our third and final Pink song of this section, we have Pink Pony Club by Chapel Run, covered by Anna Pantsu. Rather than Pink being in the source, the artist, this time Pink is in the title, Pink Pony Club. So, you know, pretty easy, pretty simple. We can move straight on to Red. Pokemon Blue/Red, Route 4. Now, I thought this was Route 5, but I could be misremembering. And I know it says Pokemon Blue and Red, but they're basically the same thing. So for all intents and purposes, we're counting this as Pokemon Red, Route 4. Or the song that is associated with that particular route anyway. And, you know, we're in the red section. It's Pokemon Red, so that's why. Now, this title's cut off, but this is called Steven Universe Season 1, official soundtrack. I don't actually remember the official title of the song, but for all intents and purposes, for the sake of this playlist, I'm calling this song Garnet's Reunion. Because even though that's not the official title, that's the scene it happens in. So, Garnet, a shade of red. That's what it is. And it's a beautiful shade of red too. Anyway, moving on to our final red song. We have Ruby by the Kaiser Chiefs. Ruby in the title, I mean, Ruby Red. Need I say more? Nope. Moving on, we get to Bloom by Ambertown. Now, Bloom is the name of the song. Ambertown is the name of the band. Completely new band to me. I think they're really cool, actually. But Ambertown, amber is a shade of orange. We're in the orange section, so that checks that off. Then for the title, we have Ginger Lemonade. Actually, that transitions really nicely from ginger being orange to lemonade being yellow. So, kind of transitions nicely between the two. Then we move on to Calvin Harris and Ellie Goulding. I did a stretch with this one and used gold from Ellie Goulding's name, phonetically speaking, that is. And it's the song I Need Your Love. Really like that song. And so that's our gold, i.e., our shade of yellow. Whereas for the title, instead of the sauce, we now have Build Me a Buttercup. Buttercup being a shade of yellow, or just butter in general, whether it's butter yellow or buttercup yellow, still the same color, ain't it? It's yellow. And that's by the Foundations. So that's Build Me a Buttercup by the Foundations. Then on to our nice chunky green section. Chunky and green like a pickle, I guess. Anyway, we have Jesus of Suburbia by Green Day. The rock band Green Day has green in the name. Self-explanatory. Then we have Mecha Green Hill Zone from Sonic Chaos. And, again, that's got green in the name. Mecha Green Hill Zone, now green is in the title instead of the sauce. Then a bit of a stretch with this one, but we get to the Money song from Avenue Q. I've got to have my musical theatre in there. Money Green. Money is green, usually. And even if it's not, money green is a valid colour anyway. And then we end the green section with Evergreen by Westlife. That's in the title. We've got green. Easy peasy. Let's move straight on to the nice short blue section now, with just standard shades of blue, no specifics. We have Best in Me from Blue, the band, and then we have Mr. Blue Sky from Electric Light Orchestra. So, the band is called Blue, and then the song is Mr. Blue Sky. So that's our two blues for the playlist. Then we move on to Indigo with the Indigo League intro to the Pokemon anime. It's set in the Indigo League arc, and with it being indigo, that counts. Then we have Ocean Man by Ween. Ocean is a shade of blue. Wouldn't you believe it? It can also be a shade of green, but we're counting it as blue for this one because that's usually what people associate as the color of the ocean. So we have Ocean Blue for our Ocean Man. Moving on to purple, we have Violet Evergarden with the opening Sincerely. Violet being in the name of the sauce there, Violet Evergarden. Then another cut-off title, but this one is Steven Universe Season 2 official soundtrack. And this one's actually just called Amethyst's theme song. Now, rather than specifically a theme song, it's more so of a general background motif. But it does belong to the character Amethyst, and Amethyst is a shade of purple. So we can move on to our second pink section now. We have Pearl's Oath from, yet again, Steven Universe. But the reason this is pink is because the scene this comes from is called Pink Diamond's Secret. And that's all I'm saying on that matter. And then our final Steven Universe song and our final pink song is Rose's Fountain, all the way back from season 1. Rose is a beautiful shade of pink. And Rose's Fountain, I think that speaks for itself. That satisfies the condition. And we now can leave the pink section behind to probably the biggest stretch in this playlist. We have Meatloaf's Bat Out of Hell. I'm counting Meatloaf as a shade of brown because why the hell not? I just want an excuse to put Meatloaf in here. And I love Bat Out of Hell. It slaps. Anyway, our final brown song is the Chocolate Chip Cookie Song by Tubby Nugget. And it's adorable. That's all I have to say on that. Who doesn't love a good cookie? And then we don't have an official colour here, but we are transitioning from brown into darkness and then into pure black. So I think it's fine. we have a dark zone from chapters 3 and 4 of Deltarune. Now, I'm pretty sure it's only in one of those chapters. I could be wrong. You could probably get it in either of those chapters. I couldn't really say, but it's a nice, spooky, catchy song. That's for sure. So, just as dark in general, this is kind of a standalone transitional song, if you will. Now we get to black. We actually have 3 answers for our black category. We have Where Is the Love by the Black Eyed Peas. The colour's in the source. It's by the Black Eyed Peas. Then, switching over to title references again, we have Black Velvet by Alana Miles. Absolute classic. Love that song. So, of course, we have the Black Velvet. Not just any velvet, but black specifically. And then our final black song, which actually counts as 2 colours, but for the sake of this, it's black. We have Black and Gold by Sam Sparrow. Just a nice, catchy song, isn't it? And then, boom, sudden flashbang from black to sudden white. Or, you could just gently transition from black into, grey going into white. But, that's totally up to you. Either way, we go from black to white. We get this nice contrast here. And for our one white song, we have I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, specifically covered by Smooth Hands 73 on the piano over a decade ago in the key of C major, and they nailed it. Then for our multicolours or omnicolours, whatever you want to call it, ending with a full-on rainbow of every colour ever, our final songs in the playlist are Erotiku, World of Colours. Colours is in the name of the show, so why not? It's also very important to the plot, so yee, thumbs up emoji. And finally, we end on a C major karaoke track of Somewhere Over the Rainbow by Judy Garland from The Wizard of Oz. We just get to end on this nice conclusion of, rainbows. And that's it. That's the Colour Me Happy playlist. That's all the songs and why the songs are there and what put them there. It was me. I put them there. Anyway, this video was only meant to be at most 3 minutes long. It is now 13 minutes long. I am so sorry. I also need to go to bed now. But that's it. The Colour Me Happy playlist is finally, officially finished. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the songs. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Luke. Have yourselves a good night. Bye!